Hey guys, to commemorate us getting through all of our hot school candidates, we're going to be giving away a $20 Blizzard gift card. In the event that you want to try to win this, go ahead and follow the link in the description below, and good luck. And we'll see you guys all. Good morning, class, and welcome back to Hot School. Hope you had yourselves a good recess. In today's lesson, we will be covering Sgt Hammer. She can be quite the nuisance for the enemy team to deal with, and she's one of those characters that is very similar to like a Murky or a lot of other specialists in the game, where if you give them free reign to do whatever they want to a lane, they can really make you pay. She also has the ability to give off great area denial. However, she sometimes may need a little bit extra protection there in the event that there's a team with strong CC coming at her. With all of that being said, let's see what we can do with her here today. Alrighty, so we find ourselves on the Battlefield of Eternity. On the friendly team, we've got Sgt Hammer, Li Ming, Alarak, Joanna, and Zeratul versus Mal'Ganis, Kel'Thuzad, Azmodan, Illidan, and Zeratul. Huh, 2 Zeratuls. Neat. Alright, so this would be a pretty interesting matchup here. If our 4-man can do a little bit better than their 4-man, we could probably get some decent push off here, and also with our kind of our siege range could potentially be a good opportunity for us. We're going to have to watch out for that Kel'Thuzad, though, as his chains and everything can really make us pay. So we'll see what we can get done. At level 1, we are going to take, I'm going to take Maelstrom rounds. And what this is going to do is allow us to increase our basic attack damage by 35% for 5 seconds. It's going to be activatable, and hitting structures with basic attacks while in siege mode reduces the cooldown of Maelstrom rounds by 5 seconds. So we'll go ahead and do that. Our Q ability is called Spider Mine. So as you can see here, we throw three mines in that area there. Our mount ability is actually called Thrusters, and what it does is what we're doing right now. You can see us hauling butt right now with these little thrusters, giving us a boost for about 4 seconds. Looks like we've got Mal'Ganis up here with us. Our D ability is called Siege Mode, and what this does is very iconic. StarCraft, if you've played the game, puts us into Siege Mode here. And we can go ahead and it gives us increased attack range and attack damage, and gives us a splash damage also. So we can go ahead and take care of those real quick. We're going to go ahead and pop our E ability, which is actually a shield. We're going to die, Mal'Ganis. Our E ability gives us a shield, giving us armor for 25% armor during that time period, and if we're in siege mode, which we are currently in, as you can see here, we gain 100% of more, so that actually puts it to 50% armor. So we're gonna kind of come up here, tag that Zeratul a couple times because we can, and we're gonna go ahead and let's pop into siege mode here. We'll go ahead and use and if you use your thrusters while in siege mode, it goes ahead and gets rid of siege mode for you. So that's one of the quick ways to kind of move around and stuff. Looks like we've got more company here. We're gonna go ahead and pop our shield here, back them off before the Asmos stuff can hit us, because our W ability is called Concussive Blast, and it will go ahead and push targets back from us. So it's something that it's kind of going to be our way to get people off of us, because when you are in siege mode, you're kind of just sitting there waiting for some stuff to happen. We're going to come up here and throw some mines in that bush so we can get a little bit of vision on that bush. And we'll go ahead and pop into siege mode here. Looks like they're not doing so well in the bottom lane. We'll go ahead and just take out this whole minion wave here. That's fine. And we'll go ahead and pop out of there. I just wanted to hit that Asmo with that there. And we'll go ahead and just walk on out of here. We're going to go ahead and Hearth. Level 4, we're going to take siege tactics. And what this does is while we are in siege mode, if we hit somebody with if we use our Neo Steel plating, we'll actually gain unstoppable. That's going to be very valuable for us in dealing with characters like Kel'Thuzad. And even this Mal'Ganis. So we can go ahead and fend this off pretty well. I mean, come down here. We got to be careful because, once again, we are kind of a sitting duck. So we're going to go ahead and pop into siege mode here. Once people start coming into range, we'll be able to do some damage to them. I don't want to go post up too far up there. So we're going to kind of do a little bit of damage here. It'll be better at level 7. Come on. We need to defend. What? Oh, I didn't get my shield off. So we're going to go ahead and pop our shield there. Zeratul going to be able to finish off that Kel'Thuzad. Zeratul's going to die. We got to kind of run here because we are low. But we were able to win the Immortal. So we did a thing. We gave enough of a defense there. Go ahead and push him off of there. I'm gonna throw down these mines in case he happens to come back, or even that Zeratul. Go ahead and pop into siege just to give that Ming a little bit of support there. Now we're gonna get the hell out of dodge. All right, so we went ahead, got our health back. We're gonna come back up here to top lane, and we are going to take a graduating range. What this is going to allow us to do is the longer we sit in siege mode, we're going to gain basic attack damage. So we can actually sit even further away. So for instance, I want to hit that tower. I can actually sit right here. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and pop our shield. Not going to do much damage to us. And we're going to go ahead and zip on out of here. Gonna grab this sippy cup. It's fine. We'll just go into our siege mode here. So we'll start doing damage here, and you can see how the circle is going out further because that's our attack range being increased. We're going to go ahead and pop our shield so we don't take that much damage from that Asmo dunk. He's going to be able to get stacks off of us in that regard, but I mean, they're really not that going to be that bad. If he's getting stacks off us, he's not soaking those minions in stacks. And we'll go ahead and pop that. We should be okay here. They killed each other. But we were able to at least fend off the Zeratul and Asmo long enough that they weren't able to just flat out kill the Zeratul. And then that went ahead and left them at a deficit down here. And we're should be able to grab that fort. We're moving back up to this top lane here. We live here now. This is where we live. Go ahead and throw that down. Asmo's used his stuff, so cool with that. So no dunk coming here in a second. And we'll go ahead and pop him a couple times, let him know that we still know he's there. Pop these guys away from us. We're going to hit a dunk, so we're just going to use our shield right beforehand so we don't really take much of that damage. Take away these minions before they do too much more damage here. And we're going to go ahead and back on out of there. You know what? I want 10s. So while they start this, we're going to go ahead and get 10s first for our team. Because we can fight, and then we can get a serious push here if we can get 10s, which we just got. Now we're going to go ahead. We're going to take, you know, Napalm Strike is much better for this right now. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to plop down and start doing some damage to this objective. Now we might have to defend this here. Pop him away so it doesn't do the damage to the Zeratul. We're gonna go ahead and pop the Napalm Strike. So the Napalm Strike, it shoots a little target, and as you can see there, the target that it hits actually takes more damage too. So now we're in a pretty good position here. They got to kind of come in at us. Kind of pop that Zeratul away. Go ahead and use our shield so that we don't take that much damage. Go ahead and just keep doing this Napalm Strike here and hitting this objective. I don't care. We're gonna take that damage. We'll take it all day. Take it to the bank. And we'll just plop out of there. Oh, it was a little early on my strike there. Go ahead and pop him off of us. Throw some mines down. Throw down a little bit more Napalm Strike there. I don't really have anything else that I can really contribute to this. But our Napalm Strike was able to help do some damage there, and we were able to take down that that Illidan. And we got the Immortals, so without Illidan on there, that's good news for us. We're gonna go ahead and grab our sippy cup here, and we're gonna come up slowly here. I don't want to use my thrusters just yet because although it would help me get over here quickly, it won't help me when I try to leave. So I'd like to leave probably just as quickly, if not quicker. And we're going to go ahead and pop this Unstoppable. Kel'Thuzad missed his combo anyway. We're going to kind of take away these minions here. And we're going to go ahead and pop that Illidan off us and go ahead and boogie on out with our thrusters. And we can come down here. We can go ahead and pop into this here. They're going to come and check this here in a second. We're going to go ahead and get into our siege mode here. Pop our stuff where we're unstoppable. Oh, come on. But use our boosters on out of there. There's a lot of damage coming out. I'm just going to go ahead and toss that guy down right there. Do some damage to those minions. We're not planning on staying. We're going to bail out of here. We're too low. With Asmo being able to dunk us, we could die if we did that. So we're actually going to take Entrenched. And so what this is going to do at level 13. So what this is going to do is when in siege mode, our Concussive Blast is going to knock heroes back further. 75% further, to be exact. Oh, nice teleport Ming. Got in a good, oh man, I can come up here. Oh, that was a solid chains from that Joanna. I was coming up because I wanted to take out that Asmo. We gotta watch out. We're gonna go ahead and grab that. Oh, you know what? I haven't been using my Maelstrom rounds. Oh man, that's so dumb of me. Let's go ahead and pop that now, so we do more damage here to this this guy. Throw some napalm out there. Go ahead and pop it again. Do more damage onto him. Throw out our napalm. Pop it again. We're doing a lot of damage here. I throw out a napalm again. Okay, so we're gonna stay here and bop them off. And we gotta get out of here. And we had our shield up, so we're good. Woo! That was close. That was a little close. I'm gonna go ahead and Hearth to get back this health. That was a little too close. We could definitely use our Joanna, who's chilling in the base. That's not great. Oh, and then Ming's gonna die. Give me a quick kill on that Ming. We don't have really much else that we can do here. I'm gonna go ahead and just do damage to this as much as I can, so we can at least get some of this going, pushing for us. If we hurry, we can get this thanks to that Zeratul helping us out there. Good call for Zeratul to actually follow up with us on that. Otherwise, that could have been real bad. We wouldn't have been able to kill it, but now we at least got a counter push going. We're going to come back behind our fort, and we're going to go ahead and just pop into siege mode. So by the time everything gets up here, we've kind of got our full range going. Guys, you're fighting way too far forward. So now we're sitting in a good place. We're just gonna kind of do damage here. We're gonna pop our whatchamacallit, Maelstrom rounds. Go ahead and pop our shield. Push him back. You want to come in, you got to get through me. And so we effectively helped to zone them out there. We're going to kind of just boogie onto this bush and go ahead and use our hearth. So we were effectively able to zone them all out while we were able to kill the Immortal. I mean, obviously we were going to lose this fort kind of regardless, but the way that we did that there, we were able to keep them all zoned back, and with our shield, our Neo Steel plating, we were able to avoid the damage, 50% of the damage of that dunk, plus the other damage that was coming out on us from that Kel'Thuzad with his ult. At level 16, we are going to take Mechanical Know-How. Now, this is going to further increase our Neo Steel plating. So when we use this, we're actually going to gain a shield equal to 5% of our health, our max health. And on top of that, in the event that we lose that shield, we're actually going... Zeratul, step back. In the event that we lose that shield, we are going to gain basic attack damage. How much is it? 50% for 5 seconds. So it's like doing our Maelstrom rounds again. I don't know why we're pushed way up there. Whoever decided to go way up on there, that was a really bad call. So we're gonna go ahead and take out these here, and we're gonna boogie on out there because they are rotating potentially up on us. But we got some Zeratul and Zeratul action. Let's come check it out. We're gonna come down here and protect this area here for when this minion wave pushes in on us. So we'll go ahead and pop our stuff here, and once again we're just kind of getting our range up. Zeratul, let him come.
Ready to drop the hammer.
I'm going to pull back for now.
Absolutely.
All right, we're gonna stop doing that real quick, and we're gonna go ahead and pop into here and throw down this, and that should be enough. Then we're gonna come out of siege mode, and we're gonna walk on up here because we need to defend on this. We're gonna go ahead and pop into our stuff right here, and we're able to do damage from afar, just raining down the fire. And we're gonna go ahead and boogie up on into this fight. Oh, really? Really? Took a lot of damage there.
Rock and roll. Ha, it's what I do.
What do we got? All right, so we got a lot of potential damage that could come out at us, so we're gonna throw our napalm up here and go ahead and pop that, so we are unstoppable. Oh man, we didn't have our boosters. Our boosters had 3 seconds left off cooldown. I thought we were gonna do that so we would have been able to get out of there. Sadly though, I was mistaken. Ming will not be able to get away from this Mal'Ganis. Jonna needs to watch out. She needs to come up. Just go straight up. Come straight up. Yeah, she used her ult. That's good. Nice. Nice kill. Oh, Zeratul. Oh, no. Illidan with a blink and a cleave. I'm guessing blink's on cooldown. They're going to get the immortal, but we should be able to get the kill here. No, Zeratul, get in there. Okay, that Asmo should be dead. Okay, and then they should be able to kill that Zeratul, but it doesn't look like they're able to. We're going to come up here, get into our defensive position. So we go ahead, just plop down, throw down some mines. Just wait till that's done. And throw in a napalm. Should be able to tag him there. So we can go ahead and keep our napalms going. Throw down more mines, throw down a napalm. napalm. And we're gonna kneel steel plating. Okay, didn't come for us. Good call. Okay. Good job on the Alarak taking counter.
Drop the hammer.
Oh.
Rolling.
Feel bad being Mr. Orb and stuff because I shot it back. All right, he's gonna come out of siege. Come up here. We want to get level 20. There it is. Level 20. You know what? Let's take. We're gonna take siege mode. It grants you attack speed, and we're gonna go ahead and just boogie on out of here.
Napalm's airborne.
Go ahead and pop our shield in case you want to do it, and we're gonna go move up so we avoid all that. Go ahead and hit our sippy, and we good to go. Team,
Find these mercenaries.
please don't push. Please don't push. You guys are in danger. They're gonna be coming real quick. Ming's doing the right call, grabbing this camp. I'm gonna try to come down here to help. By the time I get there, though, it might be over. Oh man.
Cannot hold forever.
Yep.
How long will you delay?
All right, so we're gonna pop our shield and pop our boogie, and oh man, I'm asleep. Didn't get out far enough. Gonna drop that down. Drops out some mines.
Rolling.
Tremble before your true.
Everybody is fighting everywhere. Stop! Alarak, come back. Go ahead and pop our shield.
I got this.
Oh, the hunt. Ooh, solid! Oh, the plays. The plays! Alright, I'm gonna come up here and we're gonna defend this. I have no health to really participate in this situation here, but I do have the sustainability to kind of do this down here.
Oh, music to my ears.
Looks like Zeratul died to the Immortal. Alright, so we got that. We're gonna go ahead and get health, and then we're gonna come back and help out. Oh, moving so slow. And you get free boosters for coming in here, so that's good. So as soon as we get up our health, then we're gonna go ahead and help out here. Alright, let's go.
I got this.
We can pop our boosters again. Try to get over there as quickly as we can. Now they are on our boss here. Good job on this Zeratul. Making them plays.
Rolling.
I'm gonna come over here and I'm just gonna kinda mosey on in this. Pop our stuff so we do more damage.
The enemy is fled in fear of me.
Oh, music to my ears.
Got in a lot of damage there. Oh, damn. I used my boosters and not just our unsiege mode. This is on our side, we'd be in there. We can D it, but I mean honestly we can attack too, so. I think we're better off on the defense. So just go ahead, come right about here. Activate siege mode. Oh, come on guys. Oh, don't fight up there. I'm not there to help when you guys do that.
Delivering. Halo. It's what I do.
Oh, damn. Oh, please fight under me after siege. So they chose to fight up here, and I'm sitting here ready for this because what we want to do is we want to use our Immortal and get them to mess up and get caught in stuns, or we can knock them back into stuns. But what we did there is we picked a fight up here. While I was over here, obviously I could have moved up, but by the time I siege there, then that fight's moving back towards us, and we are unable to capitalize on positioning. And so then we got taken out. Yeah, we got a kill on their Kel'Thuzad, but we ended up getting taken out. And also, I believe it happened. I'm not 100% sure, and I'll even check back in the VOD to see if I'm wrong. But I believe their Kel'Thuzad. Okay, that's what I thought. So, okay.
Ready to go.
I was curious if he took and took to respawn. He didn't. Obviously, that was good in that situation, but still. And we're gonna go ahead and plop down here. Try to get our defense going.
This'll be a blast.
And just try to get in damage on this Immortal. Once again, fight under me. Don't pick these unnecessary fights.
Watch the shot clock.
So look at the damage we can do.
I never tread lightly.
We got our boosters going, so we'll be okay. A little early there.
It takes more than that to kill an angel.
I was gonna say we should be able to get some kills there because we were able to put in some damage on some people after they come under our range. And I mean, you know, and that's the thing. That's the thing with the Sgt Hammer is you just want to the fights to be on your terms.
Come, supplicants. Lend
So we're gonna come over here.
Oh, music to my ears.
And we're just gonna kind of take out that situation there. It looks like they got a kill on Asmo as they were thinking the same thing. Right now we're kind of on defense duty, and that's what you'll do from time to time. You'll be fighting the siege game because we obviously don't want all this on our core. And now it's pushed up far enough that the camp will be fine, or the minions will be fine there. We could actually, and they got another kill too, so they got Mal'Ganis, who is probably still weak from the last encounter. And go ahead and throw down some mines, throw down a napalm on him. That'll be enough for the catapult. That's really all that we care about is the catapult. We can go ahead and start this. Shoot those back. And just kind of take this out. Go ahead and go back into siege mode. Go ahead and do a regular basic fire so we can go ahead and take that camp. Don't know why they are trying to push right now. We need to be getting set up for the objective. And so we're just going to kind of come in here like this.
none can withstand me. Certainly no angel.
We're able to do our concussive blast because we're just close enough for that too. So basically we're just going to use the stuff whenever it's off cooldown at this point. We can kind of hit everything. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of there. Oh, hey Zertul, what's up, dude? All right. Once again, we want to be careful here. Now we're low on health. They're fighting fights again, away from us. We got 2 people down, so we're not sitting in a good place.
Move it or lose it.
Shoot within the key.
I need to watch out because we are so low on health. They could jump us. All right, we're gonna come up here, come up with a napalm,
Rain down some hellfire.
Our ally falters.
throw down some mines.
Acceptable.
Come on. We got napalm out. Okay, we got our range, and we're gonna go ahead and use our unstoppable. Not too much else that we could do. I need my team over here. I don't know what's going on. Nice kill on the Zeratul. Should be able to kill the Mal'Ganis if they're careful. If Ming can land some stuff on the Mal'Ganis, oh, gotta watch out for that. Oh man, see, and that's why you fight underneath your objective. Look at that. The Immortal is doing the work. He's stunning everything for him and making it easy for them to get these kills. Now Ming's just got to watch out and not get herself killed. Zeratul can hop in there, finish that off. Watch out. See, you watch out. You don't try not to get stunned by the Immortal. Solid VP by the Zeratul to go ahead and... Oh my god. Gonna say solid VP by the Zeratul to stop the Asmo from killing him. Then the Ming goes ahead and uses Disintegrate and gets herself just Ridiculously annihilated there. Solid kill by the Alarak. That's going to be our objective. Now Zeratul going to have to watch out because that Illidan's going to hunt him. I would. So he's going to have to be real careful. Oh man, we want to start this. We're going to start this so we can have these going at the same time. Get some more damage out here. Whoops. Man, I'm fat finger and everything. Alright, let's go ahead and hurt. So now we're going to have a camp pushing with that. So we wanted to hurry up and get that camp going before the Immortals started. So we can have that extra push coming back. Now we should push. We should push with this hard. We got the Immortal. Well, honestly, by the time we get there, it might not help too much, but Illidan came up. Or where? Oh, Illidan hunted Alarak. We're gonna go ahead and take out that Illidan. Well, we'll push the bottom. Didn't get too much off with that Immortal, but we won the morale war, so that's a thing. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna park right here. We're gonna help take out this. It's fine. And as soon as we get one more graduating range, we're gonna go ahead and just plop things with tons of damage here. And every time that Asmo comes up, we're gonna pop him. Same with that Kel'Thuzad. Once again, if they fight under me right now, fight under me! Come to me! Okay, good kill in that nobody died. Alarak's probably puckered his butthole a little bit there. I'm just gonna do that. And Zeratul wants to start something. We're ready. Alright, so now we got both of their camps. I'm just trying to play it safe. At this point in the game, I was gonna say he's gonna kill me, but they should be able to kill him. Okay, solid. Now, our Zeratul's gotta watch out. Okay, he's okay. It's Hearth. For the love of God, Hearth. It's Hearth. Hearth, anytime now. Hearth. Okay, so we've got the advantage going into this objective. So if they start on the objective, if Ming avoids getting hit. Now, I appreciate Ming using her basic attacks. But for the love of God, just move. Just move. You don't need to teleport. Stop wasting all your mana on the teleport. Save your mana for when all the people are going to come up and try to fight you. Like, you took half of your health and damage from the Immortal. It's telegraphed. You had just under 5 years to plan your movements to avoid being killed. Alright, we're trying to get there as quick as we can. Nice blind. That's gonna help. The objective might end up doing it. Gonna come in here as quick as we can. Throw a napalm. So we can come in there and do more damage there. Go ahead and throw a napalm on the objective there. Avoid that. Avoid that. Throw a napalm. Alright, we're good. Let's move up, and we're gonna post up right here. And we're gonna start doing some work to this thing. Pop our Maelstrom round so we can do that extra damage. Pretty much no matter where it goes, if it's top or bottom here, I think I can hit it. Perfect. Bottom's, I guess, even better. I'm just gonna throw out more damage. Do all that we can there. Pop him off of us. He's gonna come onto us here, so we're just gonna go ahead and throw napalm on him. Take him out. Yeah, we died, but we took out their main source of damage there. And now our Zeratul should be able to take out this Asmo. We did a ton of damage to the objective. They're going to be able to finish this. Ming, I swear to God. They're going to be able to finish this objective, and that'll be GG. All they have to do is just leisurely walk the Immortal in, and we win this game. And as you saw, our Maelstrom rounds, because we're doing that extra damage, that 35% extra damage, just shredded that Zeratul. Honestly, I might have been able to escape had I jetted out of there, but I mean, he could have stuck to me, but with his stuff too, with his, what's it called? I think he throws. I forget. It's been a couple years since I played Zeratul, I think, but. Yeah, so I know it's his W ability. I forget what it's called though. He could have used that, and then he would have just been able to teleport back to us. Something spike, I think. GG. All right, that was Sgt Hammer. Sgt Hammer's not a character that I play all that often. Not really my playstyle. I don't really like necessarily the sitting and kind of waiting for things to happen, especially when your team is not understanding that Sgt Hammer does best when you fight underneath her range. So my team picking fights outside of our range and stuff really kind of hurt our ability to really contribute in meaningful ways in some of those things. But I mean, you know, you look at our deaths, like Ming died 11 times, Alarak, but I mean, they're going against a Zeratul who had a lot of, you know, spike DPS. Asmo with his dunk's going to do DPS. Kel'Thuzad's going to do DPS if he lands and stuff, and Illidan's Hunt. So that's very understandable. But had they fought kind of underneath us, we would have been able to contribute even more so in that match. So at level 1, we took Maelstrom rounds, and that was where that added 35% damage. Level 4, we took Siege Tactics, and this was so that we could become unstoppable while in siege mode. So we constantly were popping our shield, our Neo Steel plating, when like Kel'Thuzad was about to chain us. So if he did do a chain on us, we wouldn't go into his combo, and that kept us alive for a lot of times. And honestly, had Illidan done his hunt on us, we could use that to avoid the stun. We could use it to avoid the stun from Mal'Ganis, which I believe we did sometimes. Level 7, we took Graduating Range. This just made our siege mode go further and further out. I'll talk about some other build variety in that tier specifically, but at level 10, we took Napalm Strike, and this was so that we could do more damage to the Immortals, even if it's just throwing it out there like you saw in that last one and then kind of backing off from it. And, you know, it does that damage, and then it does more damage as it's just kind of sitting there. So a little bit extra damage for us to do. Level 13, we took Entrenched, and this was so that our Concussive Blast A did more damage, which you saw in the Immortal before the last Immortal. We were able to do a lot of damage because we were just in the range to hit it with it. But also the knockback distance increased by 75%, so that helps us just push people off of us so that we can go ahead and use our thrusters and get on out of there. Level 16, we took Mechanical Know-How, and this gave us a shield for 5% of our maximum health when using our shield. Now, if the shield was destroyed, our basic attack damage was increased by 50%. So that, plus the Maelstrom rounds, was how we were able to kill that Zeratul who was point blank on us, even though we had the Kel'Thuzad, or Kel'Thuzad using his ult and Asmo hitting us, everything else, we were able to do 200% more basic attack damage, so we were able to take him down very quickly. At level 20, we took Ultra Capacitor. So this way, so whenever we hit enemy heroes while in siege mode, we gain 5% attack speed. So that would have been even more useful had our team really kind of stuck near us and we chose the fights next to us. It just ramps up our damage so much because we're, you know, you eventually get to a 40% attack speed buff, and with all of our Neo Stream, or the Neo Steel plating bonus of attack damage for taking a shield and the Maelstrom rounds, that's a huge DPS increase. So the main thing, you know, if there's one thing you walk away from today's video with, is fight. If you have a Sgt Hammer on your team, fight under the Sgt Hammer. That's the main thing that you can focus on doing. And then after that, if you're going against a Sgt Hammer, do anything you can to get the Sgt Hammer out of position, or stun it repeatedly, or and just DPS the crap out of it, is the main thing that I would say. Sgt Hammer is annoying when you can't get to her for whatever reason, and it's usually that reason on teams where you just kind of snowball is because the team is protecting Sgt Hammer and fighting under her range and letting her just do what she does best, which is just shoot things in her range. So at level 1, so for build variety, Sgt Hammer actually has some pretty good build variety, interestingly enough. So ambush is one that you see a lot. So when you use your when you go into siege mode, you actually are granted stealth, and you do extra damage for your hits coming out of stealth. So you deal 100% more damage coming out of stealth, which is pretty strong. And then the other option is advanced artillery. So I take this from time to time. So the siege mode splash damage is increased to 50% of the basic attack, and it increases the splash radius. So you're able to take care of like minion waves more, or if you're shooting like towers or walls and you're sieging, you're going towards them and they're trying to back up behind that wall, they can get hit from further. So it's also very useful. Level 4, one you see a lot also is Barricade. So when you would use your Concussive Blast, it actually creates a little crescent moon wall that stops heroes from being able to run up on you. So basically you're shooting people back, and then now there's a wall and they can't just walk right back up into you. I didn't really think that one I didn't think was going to be very useful for us in that match, because they had the people that would be up on me would have been Zeratul, and then Kel'Thuzad would have been raining from kind of afar, or even Illidan, and both Zeratul and Illidan are going to be able to get to me on the other side of that wall. So that wasn't really my concern. What I wanted to be unstoppable to stop the Kel'Thuzad from being able to chain me. But if you don't have a lot of people that are going to be either diving up on you or doing some kind of stun or positioning thing, regenerative biosteel is pretty good too. So your basic attacks heal you for 10% of the damage dealt, and that even goes for the splash damage. So you can get a pretty decent amount of healing from that if you take that as well. So at level 7, the other option that you see a lot of players taking is hover siege mode. So now when you go into siege mode, instead of being just stationary and locked down, you actually can move at 40% movement speed. So you can actually just kind of move into a different position, because one of the annoying things, especially with graduating range, is if you're trying to get it at your max range, you basically have to wait you have to wait 9 seconds before you have your max range so that you can hit things from there. Whereas if you're in siege mode or hover siege mode, you can kind of move in, get that damage out, and then you can move around a little bit. So it's a little bit more versatile in that regard. I like graduating range for maps that have, like this one that has a stationary objective that we're kind of going for, so that I can give this huge area that's just kind of like a no fly zone, but for heroes kind of thing. And at level 10, the other option is blunt force gun, so a BFG. And this fires a huge missile just kind of in a direct path that goes all the way across the entire battlefield. Deals damage to non-structure enemies. So it'll deal damage to minions, it'll deal damage to mercenaries, and it'll deal damage to heroes. Now this used to deal damage to everything, and on top of the level 20 talent is what made Sgt Hammer extremely annoying before, as far as going against, because she could just press R once and eventually would win the game. So it basically became a race once you hit level 20 that you had to push, because eventually Sgt Hammer is going to win that by herself. Level 13, and I'll explain that at level, well, I guess I'll just say it now. At level 20, so you take Orbital Bfg, and what that does is it would cause your blunt force gun to, once the bullet left the screen after a short period of time, 5 seconds, it comes back and it goes through the map again. Now, the cool thing about if you look up like highlights and stuff that you can see with that talent is you can fire another one while the one's still coming back around. So what you would see a lot of times is people just repositioning it and stuff, and you can do some pretty cool little things. Like blunt force gun with that upgrade, you want to use that kind of like in a lane, so it gets all the minions and stuff, and then before it would, you would get it in the mid lane, hits all the minions, hits you know, towers, forts, everything, and just does crazy damage, comes back 5 seconds later, does it again. And you know, with Orbital Bfg, even in its current form, let's say like it's a 3-lane map, you can just fire it in the middle and basically call that lane good. That lane is always pushed out because that BFG is just going to keep rotating and keep coming back through and killing all the minions that walk through that lane. So it's still good in that regard. But I digress. At level 13, kind of the other options that you could have taken besides Entrenched. You can take Siege Mode attacks, reduce thrusters cooldown. So basically while hitting heroes while in basic attacks, you can then have your Z available so you can get out of there quicker. And also you can take Tactical Mine deployment where thrusters leave behind spider mines. I find that Entrenched is the most useful in the way that I play Sgt Hammer, because when somebody jumps up on me, I just want to knock them away and I want to get out. I don't want to like worry about hitting them X amount of times, use my thrusters again, or, you know, the thrusters with spider mines isn't too terrible because they're, you know, it'll stop people from following you. But chances are, if you've used your Concussive Blast, they're pushed off and you're thrustering out anyways, and they're probably not going to follow you at that point because you, in theory, you should be able to get away. Level 16, other options are just basically depending on what you have going on your team. I like the shield, especially on that last match because of the burst damage we had coming in, but Executioner, solid with like an Arthas or anybody that's going to be doing consistent slows, Jaina, so forth. Sgt Hammer pairs so well with heroes that can slow targets because it makes it so they're slow to come up onto her to deal damage, and B, it makes it so they're slow to try to leave. But this would increase your basic attack damage by 30% after attacking a hero that is slowed. So you just end up doing some massive damage. And then Giant Killer, so your basic attacks deal extra damage equal to 1.5% of the hero's maximum health. It's good. It's an attack increase, but honestly, I find one of these to be more, you'll find more use out of these, because Sgt Hammer's, basic attack speed isn't all that high unless you were to take ultra capacitors like we did, and get that attack speed increase. So that would be when I would say Giant Killer is going to be more valuable if you were going against like a double warrior comp and you plan on taking ultra capacitors. Then Giant Killer would be pretty good if you guys are fighting, like if it's like a Blaze and I don't know, ETC or something like that, or Stitches even, but Stitches you got to watch out for hooks. So there's kind of different ideas with that, and it's really just kind of your own personal preference how you're going to play Sgt Hammer. And I mean, if your team's protecting you really well and your guys are having trouble like burning down a high HP target, then the Giant Killer and ultra capacitors will work in your favor. Now Shrapnel Mines is also pretty good too, so that your mines will reduce enemy armor by 10 for 4 seconds. I find the other three to be more useful. You can take Advanced Lava Strike, and this increases your range for your napalms, and the impact does 50% more damage, so that's really good for if you're really trying to keep that poke up. And I honestly, I could have probably have taken that because my team never really fought underneath us, so that we could get that basic attack speed bonus. So that could have been something I could have done better, is, you know, probably taking this. I probably would have gotten more value out of it in the match. But with all that being said, that is Sgt Hammer. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Who do we have next? We have Sonya. Oh, Red Sonya. And for those that are old enough, awesome movie. And, you know, I tend to believe that that's why this barbarian was named Sonya. But I digress. With that being said, you guys have yourselves a great rest of your day, and we will see you guys all next time. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more gaming content. It really helps me out and doesn't cost me anything. Thank you again. Have a great day.